you see right now are fighter jets on the skies of Kiev, low-flying fighter jets that you see clearly. That's the situation behind me, just behind me. There is intense battle that is going on. The dastardly attacks that have taken place in a TV tower, the reason why locals being told to leave that area. The Russian troops still stir the capital city of Kiev. Able to safeguard Kiev, but the question in everyone's mind has been for how long. A lot of Ukrainians who are now fearing that the capital city Kiev would perhaps witness what the city of Kharkiv has. तो इस समय रिपब्लिक टीवी नेटवर्क पहुंच गया है लोमोनोस्की वो एवेन्यू जहां पर जोरदार धमाका हुआ था और धमाके के बाद की
Back with more visuals we're picking up from Kharkiv once again on your screens. The aftermath of Russian strikes that can be seen very clearly with the Russian offensive on the rise. Kharkiv once again waking up to massive destruction as the Russian missiles hit schools, houses and administrative buildings. Remember, Russia has time and again pointed at the fact that they are only aiming at military targets. They're not aiming at civil infrastructure, but that's far from reality if we go by the visuals we're picking up from ground zero. Once again explaining in these visuals how residential areas, schools, administrative buildings have come increasingly under the Russian attack. In fact, just a few minutes ago we heard Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov saying Moscow is ready for talks to end fighting but will not stop targeting Ukraine military infrastructure. We slip into a very short break here. A lot of breaking news updates and visuals that we continue getting. We'll also get to you in just a bit. Visuals from Mariupol, wherein the epicenter, the building next to it, can be seen set on fire.
This is Ukrainian French teacher Pyotr Vierko. Vierko hails from Gorenka, a small village in northwestern Kiev which has found itself on the front line of Russia's efforts to take Ukraine's capital. Watch how overnight and into Wednesday, Russian forces bombed the village, destroying several houses. Vierko, sitting bit by bit during his summer holidays, was one of the several damaged by the blast. With his windows blown out and snow on the ground, Vierko is set for cold nights ahead. Watch how photos of his family peer out from picture frames around his home. And as Russia continues its offensive against Ukraine, fight against the aggression, and Vierko is just one of the many. Agency report for Republic TV.
Coming up next, taking you through several claims being made by the Ukrainian side. It says 9,000 Russian soldiers have been eliminated in the conflict so far. And Russian warships head towards Mykolaiv region. 10 warships can be seen off the coast of Mykolaiv. Republic gets you more details. Stay tuned.
This war is certainly impacting the civilians. People are tense. They are worried about what's going to happen in Ukraine after 6 days of war. It's day 7.
What you see straight down here is also some of the most important being told to leave that area. The Russian troops still struggling to enter the capital city of Kiev. the fear that this war might just escalate. On the one hand, the Ukrainian army perhaps has been able to safeguard Kiev, but the question in everyone's mind has been for how long. A lot of Ukrainians who are now fearing that the capital city, Kiev, would perhaps witness what the city of Kharkiv has.
तो इस समय रिपब्लिक टीवी नेटवर्क
these flight engineering models that were kept inside. So this is more like a small makeshift factory that has basically come under attack. Clearly this has been destroyed. The impact still remains right now. The situation right now is only worsening in central key evening is that multiple explosions are taking place.
And let's take a quick check of the headlines here at 4 p.m. Second round of Russia-Ukraine talks to take place today. Venue of the talks likely to be changed. Ukraine claims about 9,000 Russian soldiers have been eliminated in the conflict so far. Russian troops encircle Ukraine's capital. Russian tanks advance towards Kyiv Oblast now. Russian warships head towards the Mykolaiv region. 10 warships seen off the coast of Mykolaiv. Oil depot hit by Russian shelling in the Chernihiv region. 6 fuel tanks catch fire. The Russian offensive in Kharkiv continues. Schools, administrative buildings and civilian areas are left damaged. After Russia, Ukraine confirms the capture of Kherson as Russia steps up offensive. Russian soldiers begin missile exercises with the S-400 missile defense system in Novosibirsk. Russian athletes banned from Winter Paralympic Games on the backdrop of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And Germany all set to send military equipment, 2,700 additional anti-aircraft missiles to be dispatched to Ukraine. Even asked the civilians to come out on the streets to defend their motherland, and those are the visuals that we're seeing of civilians who have now been armed to fight the Russians. The Russian troop that is in fact escalating their aggressive action and bombarding in the Ukrainian region, and now we see...
Absolutely, Priyanka. Since day one, Zelensky has been saying to his people to immediately pick up arms and join in the battle. He has also told them about making Molotov cocktails, but most importantly, they have been distributing weapons that they have bought in from different European countries and allies, and they have been handing them to the civilians, and then that's why we can see in Dnipro, the civilians are putting up a brave under enormous guidelines and severe restrictions by the Russian occupying forces. If they want to occupy their city peacefully,